Hello, 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 and welcome back. I'm Alicia Buchanan, and I wanted to come and pop in for a moment. So, are you struggling to write your book? Have you been struggling to write your book? And have you been thinking that you need to have a PhD or get more education before you write your book? Well, I wanted to talk to you and tell you that you don't need more education. You don't need more education and you don't need a PhD before you write your book. You want to know why? Because your story is worth being told. You know, despite what you may think, you don't need to get more education before you write your book. And I'm going to talk to you, aside from all of, our degrees and all of our credentials. This is Alicia talking to you, right? This is just regular around the block Alicia telling you that your story is worth being told because somebody is out there praying. Somebody is waiting. Somebody is struggling with, an issue, and they're waiting to read your story, read your book, so that they can, be their best self, right? So if you've been thinking that your story isn't, it isn't dramatic enough or it isn't popular enough and you need to go and get more education or more credentials, then listen up. The first thing is, why would you oppress yourself more? Why would you oppress yourself more and go and get more student loan debt? Why would you wait 3 to 4 years before you write your book? Right? Like, how long is it going to take you before you write your story? And how much money, how much more money are you going to spend before you write that book that you've been thinking about writing for years? Because one myth is that it costs a lot of money to write your book, right? But it doesn't. It doesn't cost a lot of money to write your book. And if you're going to go back to school and get more education, you're going to spend roughly $30,000 to $100,000 depending on what kind of school you go to, what kind of institution that you decide to go to before you decide that your story is worth being written. You don't need any title. You just need your first, last name to write your book and write your story, because what you have to say is worth being read. It's worth being read. I have read so many books by people who didn't have any education or any degrees, and those books have been the most life-changing books for me personally. So just want to put that out there. I also wanted to talk about why you should publish your own book. Well, we know that social media and all these different platforms, they don't belong to us. They belong to someone else. So if you're going to go and get more education and get a PhD, when you publish under your PhD, your dissertation and the research that you're publishing, that doesn't belong to you. Those journals, they belong to someone else. They belong to an institute of higher learning or some type of institute of the industry, of whatever industry it is, and it's not yours. It's not yours, so you can't sell it and you can't make money off of it. If it's the Journal of Psychiatry or the Journal of Higher Education or Journal of Technology or whatever you're studying under your PhD, that doesn't belong to you. But when you write your own book, that's yours. That is your marketing tool. That's your marketing resource. That is the life-changing resource that you can get in the hand of your clients right away and of the people who really need to read it. It's yours. It belongs to you. And you deserve to have your own material, your own marketing material, so that you can leverage it and reach more of the clients that you were called to serve, right? Just saying. I mean, it's just saying, right? Common sense that, if you're going to go out and spend a lot of money, it might as well be money that you're investing back into your business so that you can make more money and be able to scale. Just saying, putting that out there. And I talked about leveraging your book so that you can reach more clients, right? Because if you have a business and you're a service professional, especially with an online business, and you are a transformational coach or a transformational consultant or even a creative entrepreneur, we know that most of those type of service professionals, you're doing a lot of one-on-one to reach your client, to market to your client. But if you have your book, if you have your own book, then you can reach more people. You can leverage it. Your book is your message. Your book is your marketing material to be able to reach your client and get the message to them without you sitting on the phone, talking all day, making all these calls, trying to get your numbers so that you can convert to a paid client. When you have your book, you can reach more clients. The numbers don't lie. I didn't make this up. I'm not that good to make this stuff up, right? So I just want to say, stop listening to your highly educated other sisters and brothers out there who may have their PhDs, and they're telling you, go and get your PhD so that you could be called Dr. So-and-so or, whatever. You don't need that. Stop listening to them. Stop letting them plant those seeds in your head to delay you from writing your transformational book, because there's somebody out there who needs the service that you have, and you're delaying yourself from reaching more clients. You're exhausting all of your efforts by putting in so much one-to-one marketing when you can have your book in your hand. You could write your book in less than 90 days and get it into the hands of your clients and let your book speak for you, right? Because I'm just saying, I am so tired of hearing people say, I gotta go and get a PhD, and there's not enough literature out there in whatever field. There's plenty of literature out there. There really is. And statistics are showing that more Black people, more African American men and women are going out there and they are getting their PhDs. They're putting literature out there. You can do the Boolean searches and find the literature. It's out there. But again, it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the journal of whatever field they're in. It doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the Institute of Higher Learning that they're going to, in these journal academic articles and literature. So it's not their book, So why spend 3 to 4 more years of your time and $30,000 to $100,000 worth of money and resource just to publish for someone else when you can publish in less than 90 days for yourself and start making that transformation that you want to make in other people's lives and start making money and leveraging the resource of your book so that you can reach more people? Because let me tell you something. God said to study to show thyself worthy or approved, whichever version you want to read, right? He said to study. But he didn't say you had to go and get your PhD. He didn't say you had to go and get another degree or another credential. He didn't say all of that. He was talking in reference to studying the truth of his word. This long 1,000-page document, the Bible that's already written, you know what I'm saying? And that history has already been lived. But he didn't say you had to go and study for 3 to 4 more years, right? Come on now. So write your book. Let's get it done in less than 90 days. Let's get this book done. You don't need more education. Let's get it done. So if you are struggling to write your best-selling book, your transformational book, then I would invite you to sign up for my free guide at bit.ly/Black Writers Guide, right? Because we need you. We need what you have to offer. So until next time, let's write. Let's write, because there's enough of you that this world is waiting for. Let's write that book.